McBroom and the Big Wind is one of my favorite childhood stories. It's written by Sid Flieschman. It's filled with personification, irony, and a list of children's names that's sure to get you tongue-tied without practice. An article in the New York Times talks about the life of Sid Flieschman. It's written by Margaret Fox on March the 24th, 2010, and it tells that he served in the Navy during World War II and he worked as a newspaper writer after college. He even was a magician for a little while before becoming a full-time children's writer. He wrote many stories, and he even won the Newbery Award. He also wrote screenplays. In the series about Jake McBroom, it tells of tall tales living on the prairie with his large family. This story is about the big wind that came through when he broke his leg. He starts the story by telling about the soil that's so rich on the prairie that they can plant nails and even make them grow. One day, him and his young sons are up on top of the roof of the barn, and his little girl yells up at him, "Daddy, do rabbits have wings?" And he yelled down to her and let her know that no, rabbits did not have wings, but Polly shortly let him know that there were indeed rabbits flying over the barn. Now, they were no stranger to the wind on the prairie. One day last year, he tells about a time when the wind came and it took the milk pail, and the next day it came back for the cow. When he saw that the hen house, still filled with the hens, were flying over the barn, he called the kids inside. With a deep breath, he yelled, "Will, Jill, Hester, Chester, Peter, Polly, Tim, Tom, Mary, Larry, and little Clorinda, get inside." They rushed inside with just enough time to throw Mama's freshly baked biscuits in front of the door. Mr. McBroom said that Mama was a good cook, but her biscuits sure were heavy and they made a good doorstop. Now the wind was mad because he couldn't get inside the house, so he went around through the barn through the farm to look for other things that he could tear up, and he splits open the log with the bear inside that's hibernating. When the bear awakes, he sees Mr. McBroom and his family inside the window and thinks that it was them who woke him up, so he runs toward the house. Mr. McBroom gets his gun to shoot, and the wind's blowing so hard that the bullet horseshoes back around to the house and knocks a hole in the wall. The kids get sucked out by the wind. So Mr. McBroom runs out to the barn, gets his wind plow, flaps his wings like a bird until the wind swoops him up, flies in front of the children, drops his wind plow, falls to the ground, grabs his rope and lassos the kids, and they all run back inside. Now meanwhile, the bear had gotten caught in the clothesline and he had been jumping rope. After letting him jump rope for 2 days, he was so tired and so skinny that the family began to feel bad for him, so they got him out. And walking back inside, Mr. McBroom broke his leg. This is a story that I will never forget. Will, Jill, Hester, Chester, Peter, Polly, Tim, Tom, Mary, Larry, and little Clorinda sure had an interesting life.